Now we are going to read some big words. You'll do just what you have been doing when you read words with your syllaboards. Except you won't be using real syllaboards, you'll be using pictures of syllaboards in your workbook. Turn to page 39. Let's start with the first word at the top left of your page. We are going to use our questions to help us read this new word. How many vowels are in this word? 2. Which letters are our vowels? U and I. Are the vowels next to each other? No. Since this word has 2 vowels and the vowel letters are not next to each other, how many syllables does this word have? 2. Yes, since the word has 2 syllables, we will use both syllaboard pictures printed in our workbook. So, next, we will write 1 vowel letter in the middle of each board. So you're going to write 1 vowel letter in the middle of each syllaboard. So we have the U is going to go in the middle of the first syllaboard, and the I is going to go in the middle of the second syllaboard. Now we should add the consonants around the vowels so that each board ends with a consonant because that closes the syllable. So let's put our consonants down. Remember, we need to make sure we close the syllables. So I'm going to drag my P and the B, and then the L and the C. Go ahead and write your consonants in. And now, these are both closed syllables. Each syllable has 1 vowel, and each ends with a consonant. So now we know how to read this word because the pattern tells us that the vowels will spell their short sounds. Let's read it together. P, B, pub, lick, lick, public, public. Let's try another one. Let's look at number 2. How many vowels do we see in this word? 2. Go ahead and underline your vowels. Are the vowels next to each other? No. Since we have 2 vowels and they are not next to each other, how many syllables will be in this word? 2. So we will need to use 2 syllaboards. Now we need to drag our vowel letters into the middle of each syllaboard. So go ahead and write your vowel letters in the middle of each syllaboard. Now we need to close the syllables. So we need to put our consonants at the end to close each syllable. We also need to put the other ones around it as well. So I'm going to drag the P and the L. Then I'm going to close that syllable with the S. Then I'm going to drag down the T and close it with the C. Go ahead and fill in your consonants. Now, let's see if we can read our word. We know that since each syllable is closed, those vowels are going to say their short vowel sounds. So we have p, l, as, plas, t, ick, tick, plastic, plastic. Good. I'm going to have you try this one on your own. When I say pause, you're going to pause the video. Then you're going to fill in your syllaboards, start with your vowels, and then close your syllables with the consonants. When you're all done, click play on the video and we'll check your work. Ready? Pause. Let's check our work. So we have 2 vowels and they're not next to each other, so that means we have 2 syllables. We're going to need 2 syllaboards. I'm going to put each vowel in the middle of each syllaboard. Now I'm going to close my syllables by adding the consonants, making sure there's a consonant at the end of each syllable. Since my syllables are closed, we know that that vowel sound is going to be short. Let's slowly say each sound, and then we can say each syllable. Ready? Say it with me. Sub, sub, ject, subject, subject. All right, here is our next word. We'll do this one together. How many vowels are in this word? 2. So we need to underline our vowels. Go ahead and underline your vowels. Now, are the vowels next to each other? No. So since we have 2 vowels and they're not next to each other, we know that we're going to need 2 syllables because there will be 2 syllables in this word. Let's drag down our vowels into the middle of each syllable. Go ahead and write your vowels in the middle of each syllable. Now we need to close our syllables and add our consonants. Good. Now let's say each syllable. We know since they are closed syllables, those vowel sounds are going to be short. Say it with me. Ob, ob, ject, object, object. Good. Let's try the next one. How many vowels do we see? 2. Let's go ahead and underline each vowel. Are they next to each other? No. So since we have 2 vowels and they're not next to each other, we know this word has 2 syllables, so we'll need 2 syllables. Go ahead and write your vowels in the middle of each syllable. Now, let's close our syllables with the consonants. So go ahead and add your consonants. Now let's sound out each one. We know since it's closed syllable, there's a consonant at the end, that they are going to say their short vowel sounds. So let's sound out each syllable. S, b, sub, t, act, tract, subtract, subtract. Here's our next word. How many vowels are in this word? 2. Let's go ahead and underline our vowels. Are the vowels next to each other? No. Since the vowels are not next to each other, and there are 2 vowels in this word, that means there are 2 syllables. So we'll need 2 syllables. Go ahead and write your vowels in the middle of each syllable. Now we need to close our syllable by adding a consonant behind each vowel. Now, since they are closed syllables, that means the vowels are going to say their short vowel sounds. So let's sound out each syllable. Un, zip, zip, unzip. Good. Let's have you try this last one on your own. Make sure you start by finding out how many vowels there are and how many syllables you'll need. When I say pause, you're going to pause the video. You're going to fill in each syllable and then click play so we can check our answer. Ready? Pause. Let's check our work. There are 2 vowels in this word. So they are not next to each other, so we will need 2 syllables. I'm going to place my vowels in the middle, and then I'm going to close my syllables with the consonants. Let's sound it out. I, n, in, f, act, fact, infect, infect. Very good. Nice job writing your syllables today.